Yo, what's going on? I'm learning to make pants today. Just went to the store and got like $70 worth of supplies because I was missing some stuff. I'll show you the setup. That's what we got going on. I got my trusty Artisan 5550 and my brother CP 7500. What's up, boys? I just got some drafting paper, 5 yards of it. I don't even know if this is the right stuff. But let's learn to make some pants. I watched a couple YouTube videos on this, but I'm definitely gonna need some help. Some more YouTube videos over here. I also don't have any fabric. I don't wanna buy any denim until I know how to make pants because they're a little expensive. But I got some patterns from a company called Indigo Blue, I believe. I was going to go with this one. It's a 14.5-ounce cone denim. I got more in here. I don't know. Still gotta make my decision. All right, so we need a couple measurements. There's 10 of them. Depends if you're going for more of a straight leg pant or if you want to do like taper down to your ankle. Today we're doing more of a straight leg, baggy kind of pant. Use your waist, hip, thigh, knee, ankle. And then we need your crotch depth, waist to hip, waist to thigh, waist to knee, and then our waist to ankle. I'll show you these. This is what your waist measurement's gonna look like. It's gonna go right on here. So for me, I'm at 32. So I'm gonna write these down. So your hip is gonna kind of sit around the thickest part of your butt, around the front, 38. I'll go to the top of my thigh, 21.5. And then the knee and ankle, I don't need because we're just gonna go straight down from the thigh because we kind of want it baggier, more straight leg. So here's the crotch depth. It's the measure from your waist down to the bottom of your butt. So you sit on a chair, I want it to be at around 10 inches. So crotch depth, 10 inches. All right, so on my waist to hip, we're gonna go from our waist down to the biggest part of your butt. So we're gonna be around 7 inches. 7 inches. Our waist to knee. It's a little hard to do this up another person. Let's go 22. Fuck that pen. Waist to knee was 22 inches. And then the waist to ankle. I have no clue how to do this. Alex! Can you come here? What up? You let me know how long it is when it hits my ankle. A little bit below my ankle.
A little below your ankle? Like right here?
Yeah.
40. 40 is right here.
Okay. All right, we all have our measurements. Now we're gonna draft it on here. My cord is in 0.5, I think it'll be a little better. All right, I'm kind of guessing, but this is how long I need. About 10 yards, or 5 yards, for like $10. So, let's wait, use too much. All right, so we're gonna start off with adding a straight line, but leave a little extra room for your seam allowance. So we'll go over here. That's not the straightest.
Alright, here's your line.
We'll go a little further up. And we're gonna go across. I'm up. I love this in Sharpie so you guys can see. All right, so here's our waistline. And we're gonna grab our measurements. Our waist to hip was 7 inches down. So we're gonna go from the top, 7 inches down, and mark that. Notch. And we're gonna take that line across. So this is our waist to hip. And then our crotch depth, which is the one of us sitting down, is 10 inches. So that is about 9.5. I feel like 9.5 is a little more accurate. 9.5. We'll take. Then with that cross as straight as we can. That's not straight enough. And that is our crotch depth. And then we gotta do waist to thigh. 13. That's what's kind of nice in the long. I forgot to add, you have to measure your hip to thigh. So this is what I'm doing right now. It's a little easier this way. Here's our waist to thigh. That's nice. And then waist to knee was 22 inches. Across. Waist to knee, and waist to ankle. That's my 36 4 inches. 1, 2, 3. A little longer. A little an inch longer for our hem. In that line, straight across. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our hip measurement. The hip measurement was 38. We're gonna divide that by 4. Holy fuck, I can't do math. 38 divided by 4, that's 9.5. I'm gonna go from our hip, 9.5 inches out. This is gonna be the waist measurement that you divided by 4. That's why I'm going 9.5 inches out. Mark that on our waistline. I don't know if you heard me. We're gonna mark that on our waist and on the hip line. Okay. All right, now we need to get our waist measurement. Mine was 32. We're gonna divide that by 4 again, and we're gonna go off in this direction. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. And we give an extra inch for the dart. So we're gonna go 9, but you divide your waist by 4 and mark it out towards this way. So I'm going to go 9 for that extra room. So if you're a little confused, that measurement that we just took, our waistline divided by 4, we're gonna go out from that point we just made. I'm gonna go out that direction towards the left. So towards that outside line, we're going that number divided by 4 plus an inch. So in my case, it was 9 inches. I forgot, we're also adding the one at 8 as well. I wish I really explained this more during the video, but I'm doing an inch at the 8 mark, at the 8 inch mark, and at the 9 inch mark. And in between those two are gonna be our dart. Sorry for the poor explanation. We're gonna get the hip measurement. Let me get the hip measurement. What do we have? The 9.5. We're gonna do, well, first off, we need to do a line straight down the crotch. All right, so we're gonna do a line straight down from the waist down to the crotch, where these points meet. I'm gonna grab that waist to hip measurement. That's 9.5. We're gonna divide this by 4, which is 2.37. We're going to actually go out from our crotch depth, 2.37. So that's 2.5, 2, go right here. Mark that. All right, so now, if you're a guy watching this, I would go about a 1/2 inch further out than that line. So I'm just gonna go 1/2 inch, just a small mark. And I'm using this styling like hip ruler, but what you need to do is connect this up to this line in a curve way without going more than 1.5 inches out this way. 1.5 inches. So with this ruler, it's going to look something kind of like this. Just like that. All right, so now to find the midpoint of our pants, we're going to grab the distance of this. So it's about 12.5. And so the midpoint of 12.5, 6.25. 6.25 out. This will be the mid of our pants, and we're going to bring this all the way down to our ankles. Try and make this as straight as you can. I really would recommend getting grid paper. It makes these lines a lot easier to draw. So that is our midline. All right, now for our dart. We're gonna grab this center line, and people do 4 inches. I'm gonna go 4.5. So we're gonna go from the top, 4.5 down, that center line. And then we're going to mark 1/2 inch off each side from our center line. So we'll start here, 1/2 inch. So we can get a full inch in total. And then we're just going to connect these lines. Like so. There's our dart. We're actually gonna go from this measurement to that extra inch one we had. We're gonna go to the corner and just go straight down. So this is what we should look like right now. All right, and in my case, we're doing a straight leg pant. It's gonna be a little baggier. So in my case, instead of us tapering down towards the knee and then towards the ankle, it's gonna be more of a straight cut down. So my measurement for my thigh was 21.5. So we're gonna divide that by 2. 10.75. 10.75. We're gonna go 10 3/4 out from our thigh. 10 3/4 out. I'm gonna mark that on our waist to knee. 10 3/4. And then honestly, I'm gonna go down a bit. And again, if you are making more of a tapered pant, you're gonna use different measurements that you got for your knee and or ankle. But again, in my case, we're doing more of a baggy straight leg pant, so we're gonna use that same thigh measurement all the way down towards the bottom. Where's my, there it is. Okay, I forgot I wanted to make it baggier, so I don't want this tight on my thighs, so we have to go a little bit further out. So the thigh was 21.5. So let's go with 11.75 instead. My bad for that error. 11.75. 11.75. And then let's go 12.5. No, 12.25. And now we're gonna connect these. So from the tip of that point down to there, straight line down, or that one's gonna be more of a curve. And these two will be more straight cut. And this one will be a little bit flared. Just a little bit. Boom. Okay, now on the bottom, I'm going to do something a little interesting. I'm gonna measure out an inch out from the bottom, an inch and a half. And this is going to be our hemline. So we are going to fold this up. It's gonna be a little easier if you have paper instead of this felt. It's a little harder. I almost can't even see it. Going to mark. Crease. And then that is our hemline. That's what I'm doing. I'll go bigger on this. If we need to go back now, it's a front and back. I'm not saying. So I'm going to split this in half because I do not need it this big. All the way up to the top. Okay, and before we add our seam allowance, we are going to just measure this or trace this over. And in my case, I have these all lined up, but you're going to trace your. Actually, no, I'm going to have to lay these over right. I'm going to just trace over all of our lines. This is kind of why it's important to have see-through paper. It's not the end of the world, but it makes your life a whole lot easier. Out. Fifth line. Crotch. Thigh. Knee. Ankle. And then this big old line down the middle. Not the middle, but you know what I mean. Down our side. Perfect. And I'm going to label these waistline, hip line, crotch line, knee, and ankle. And here we'll go ahead and just rerun and just trace all lines again. center again. We don't need to go all the way down, just at the top. All right, now we're going back to the front. We will save this for later. To add our seam allowance. So again, right here, we're going 1/2 inch out and we're gonna do a border around the entire template. This is just so when we're sewing, we're not actually consuming part of the material we used. So we're gonna say about 1/2 inch we're gonna use to sew along the lines of each other. Okay, now we can go ahead and cut out this front panel, finally. Now we're gonna bring in our back panel, and as we know, the back panel is a little bit bigger because we have a butt, and so it sits a little higher up because we don't have elastic. If not, your pants would just fall down if you sat down, so it's a little bit slanted up in the back. So what we're gonna do is from this line, we're gonna go 1.5 inches up. I'm gonna go 1.5 inches up on that center dot. Mark that. And then, how long was this? It was 9.5. So we're going to go will be our new waistline. Up till here. That is the new waistline. Okay, now from our crotch line, we're going to go out 2 inches. With a small mark. Then down 1/2 inch. I'm gonna mark that. And this is going to be our new crotch depth for the back piece, so it connects correct. All right, so next what we are going to do is out from this corner, which is just this line followed down to our crotch line. We're going to go out 2 inches so that we are safe. You don't want it to be too deep. We'll go 2.1. Mark right there, and now we need to connect these 3 points. So just to clarify, we're going out from that corner piece, and we're going out 2 inches so that we're not going too tight against where that cross line is. My pattern. Okay, and now we are going to go 1 inch out from all sides and follow this line, and this will be our seam allowance and a little bit of give on top of our seam allowance. we are going to
Big line.
we are going to add our 1.5 inch allowance. I believe that's what I did on this one. I did a 1.5 inch, yes. I'm going to do 1.5 inch again. This is just for our hem, so we have enough material to fold on the bottom. All right, the camera cut out, but I'm gonna finish tracing all the way around, all the way down our seam, our hem allowance. Connect these. And then at the top, you're going to connect this line up here. And then this is our, so now we're adding our back dart. And because our back line is deeper, so should our dart. We are at 6.5 inches, so we're gonna find the middle of that, just 3.25. And a dart is 5 to 5.5. I'm gonna go with 5.5. So go down, and remember that it is slanted. Go down 5.5 inches. And then it is still 1 inch on each side, so we're gonna go out 1/2 inch, and then out 1/2 inch again. I'm just gonna keep the lines up. Dart is done. All right, now we're just gonna cut it out. Okay, once we cut out our back panel and front panel, we're going to lay the front panel over the top while matching up these lines. Matched. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that was my step-to-step tutorial on how to draft a pattern for your pants. I'll be making another video on the process of making pants soon, but this is my first YouTube video, so if you liked, then like and subscribe. It really does help me, but I hope you enjoyed. Comment if you have any questions.